So what is this? Google is now a privacy company? What does that even mean?
Okay, let's go up to this. It's
Help me out here, Luke. I'm
it's
not
weird.
helped right now.
It's odd. So back in 2019, Google announced that they had intended wait that they had intent of working with other companies to build a more private web. I remember this. I believe we laughed,
That does
and then
sound like what
moved
we would do.
moved on. On March 3rd, a post on the official Google blog followed this up with more information and bold statements that contrast Google's data harvesting strategies. Yeah, this is weird. And they have to have something up their sleeves. I suspect there's something like Google proprietary that they're working on, but we'll get into that in a moment to try to make it so that more stuff funnels through them by doing this. But third-party cookies, also known as cross-site tracking cookies, will be phased out in Google Chrome.
Really?
Yeah. Google claims that they will not be building any alternate identifiers to track individuals, sure, as they're browsing the web. And additionally, that they will not use these trackers that they definitely super aren't building. They're definitely not
Okay.
making anything.
Okay, hold on. Can I just jump in here and say, is it possible that Google has built an AI so powerful that it like can infer everything about you just by the one site you're on, like the one thing you're doing, and it doesn't even need the history anymore? So
They're
maybe
so much related.
Google is just making it impossible for their less technologically advanced competitors to track you, but they've still got you nailed down.
I also wonder if there's just like if cookies are too accessible to other companies, and they have like it feels like they might be trying to heighten the barrier of entry.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
So they have other things already, whether it's tracking through your phone, whether it's
Yeah.
tracking through your email, all these other various things, and they're thinking, okay, if we kill cookies, yeah, it's bad for us, but maybe it's worse for others. That's maybe something that I'm expecting here.
Okay, what
It's
else?
it's weird. Despite these altruistic, it says in here intentions. I'm going to say claims. Despite these altruistic claims, Google is still a business that needs to make money. Yes, very much so. And advertising makes up a substantial portion of the revenue. Not to mention, if we're going to be shown ads, it's usually best for them to be relevant, which tracking cookies facilitate. Yes, of course. In their post, Google writes, advances in aggregation, anonymization, and on-device processing and other privacy-preserving technologies offer a clear path to replacing individual identifiers. In fact, our latest tests of FLOC show one way to effectively take third-party cookies out of the advertising equation and instead hide individuals within large crowds of people with common interests. Oh my, so maybe you're on it. Chrome intends to make FLOC-based cohorts available for public testing through Origin trials with its next release this month.
Wow. So I actually kind of like nailed it. Neat.
Yep, good job. Nice.
I had not read the notes yet. This is awesome.
Basically, your device will build a profile of you, and you'll be put into into a general category of interests, as opposed to having a comprehensive pattern outline based on browsing history and form information. In theory, this should still be effective at advertising, but also in preserving user privacy more strongly. How this will function in practice is a story that only time will tell.
All right. So I guess I have nothing else to say about this because I already said what I thought it was going to be, and I wasn't quite right. I didn't realize that it would use like your device to create the like a history of you, and then kind of file you into a neat, tidy little group. But I mean, that's fundamentally pretty much what Google was using the individual information for anyway. So it's not a huge paradigm shift. Like Luke said, all this really does is increase the barrier to entry so that other providers who want to deliver context appropriate ads are going to have to use Google's service here. That's
nice.
Wow.
Good job.
Wow. That is incredible. So Google is a privacy company in the sense that They want to make sure that your data is private from everybody but Google.
They want to make sure that all the money is privately theirs.
I like it. I like it. Thanks,
Publicly theirs?
Google.
They're a publicly traded company? Yeah, nice.
Thanks, Google. You are truly a benevolent overlord. Please, yes, bless upon me with your blessings.